What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're gonna get cracking and getting this thing ready to make a lot more boost. Go ahead and install our Bluetooth engine in this thing, but let's get that block tore apart, see what we're working with. Y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, been moving some cars around because we are about to pull this engine out, get the block ready to be built for some boost. And for all those naysayers thinking that this thing is messed up or anything, I did pull it up into here. It's not messed up. When I boosted this thing, I already know that the block was not in perfect health, and I'd rather not send a rod through this thing. So we're gonna pull this out, do some low compression pistons, probably some nice rods in it, ACL bearings, something like that. Not positive yet, but definitely about to start taking a lot of this stuff off. That way when I get done with that, I can pull it back, pull the cherry picker in here and get this thing pulled out. This part right here takes a lot to dial in, and I slapped it on a stock motor and it's been doing great, but I want to be able to turn up some boost, actually make a little bit more power than what it's making, make sure it's reliable. Guess I'm gonna put y'all on time lapse, go ahead and get this stuff knocked out. Alright guys, I figured I'd do a voiceover, kind of tell about what I'm doing. Taking my little guard off of the turbo right there, then go ahead and loosen up these clamps, hold the intercooler piping, go ahead and get that stuff out of the way. Here, just getting intake pipe that runs to the intake manifold out of the way. Then I'm gonna go ahead and start on getting the exhaust taken off of this. Make sure to always put all my bolts back where they came from so I don't end up losing them, getting them all mixed up. Unplugging the wiring on the distributor, taking all the spark plug wires out, getting that distributor out of the way, cleaning up a little bit of oil. Here, just taking off ground wire just so I don't forget it. Go ahead and get it out of the way. Start taking off my oil catch can. Getting all my lines and stuff out of the way. Now we move on to getting the radiator drained, getting all the coolant out. I do have a drop pan underneath. Go ahead and get all the hoses broke loose, take the mount off that holds the radiator, get it out of the way. Go ahead and get the extra radiator hose out of the way. Now I'm just taking off a few lines from the head. Pull the starter off. Now, pretty much undoing all the wiring from the fuse box, getting it all moved out of the way. Then we move on to draining the clutch line, clean up a little bit of that oily mess. Then there is a harness plug-in on both sides of the engine. Unplugging those, getting my throttle cable taken off and moved out of the way. Now we move on to getting the drain line taken off. Go ahead and let it start letting some of the oil out at the bottom. Take the feed line loose. Take the little holder I got on the valve cover off. Now we're gonna get this exhaust manifold out of the way. And it's up to you if you want to do it like this, but I'm gonna pull the turbo with the manifold. Just make it a little easier. Take my drain line off of the oil pan. Getting my other ground off of the other side of the engine taken off. There I'm doing the vacuum hose from the brake booster. Then we move on to taking the fuel pressure regulator off. Get that out of the way. Get all the extra gas out of it. Just kind of tuck everything over into the center of the motor. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Now we can go ahead and take the fuel filter loose. Let it drain. Go ahead and get these injectors unhooked and get that harness moved out of the way. Taking the drain line off. That goes from the head to the block so that I can pull the head. Now we move on to getting the valve cover off so we can get to the head bolts. I'm going to go ahead and undo the tensioner on this so that I can get the timing belt off. Then start untorquing these bolts. It's best to do them in the same pattern as when you torque them down. Get all of those out of the way. And then we can pull the head off. Well, that was fun. Got a decent bit done though. Happy about that. Get these motor mounts broke loose. Be ready to pull this thing out. Then I'm going to separate trans from the block. Go ahead and get my flywheel off and all that. Get this thing mounted onto the stand. Does suck seeing it like this, but besides the oil that got all over the pistons, they don't look too bad. Which this block hasn't been apart in a good minute. All the cylinder walls still look good. Also, I'm going to take the crank pulley off, alternator belt, go ahead and get all that out of the way, make it a little bit easier to pull out. But I can't wait. At the same time, it sucks pulling this out. But I'm going to build this block for some boost. Make sure it can handle up to at least 15. Definitely can't wait on that. And if you're watching a video and you have a boosted D-Series, what do you have and why? Leave a comment below. Tell me how much PSI you're running. We can grow together and learn together. But we're going to take this thing apart and really see anything that's worn out, fix that, upgrade it, throw it back together with brand new parts, make it where it'll handle a little bit more boost without messing up any of the pistons or throwing a rod out of the side of this thing. We definitely do not want that. So I want to go ahead and pull this thing apart before something bad was to happen. And go ahead and get it ready for it. Might as well. You can't go back and do that after you have a whole nice window right here on the side. Also, I do got a solid polyurethane mount right here. I don't in the back and I don't right here. I ain't going to try to get new solid mounts for this. Maybe some max speed and rod ones. If Aaron helped me out, shout out Aaron. He's been really helpful lately. If y'all need any parts, y'all make sure that y'all go maxspeedandrods.com. But I think I'm gonna get into the house. I think it's about 4 in the morning. If y'all like videos like this, make sure you leave a thumbs up and get back to the content. Alright, we got the car up in the air. Then took the wheels off. Now, just need to take the center console out so I can get to the linkage. Yeah, it has the nut and bolt set up because it is an auto car, so got to take the console out, get to that. Anyways, drop the linkage, get these axles out, throw some music on, get this done. Alright guys, got the linkage dropped, got the axles out. Went and got the wiring harness off, went and got the rear mount undone. Sorry about the background noise, you know I gotta be watching. Please make some boost. But anyways, we're about to hook this chain up and get this thing pulled up out of here. Alright, I'm gonna start by getting both of the mounts actually broke loose a little bit. Put my chain on. Go ahead and get tension on that. Start slowly taking the bolts out. I usually start on the driver's side, getting the post mount out. Make sure that you have the back bolt already out. And then you do the trans, and usually you can drop it down and then pull it forward and pull it right out. Alright guys, we finally got this thing out. Stoked on that. Now I'm going to break this trans loose from the block. Go ahead and take off a couple more little things. Get this thing mounted onto the engine stand. So far on this, I've still not made up my mind if I want to find a D-series just to throw in here for the time being and boost it while I build this block, or if I'm just going to tuck this thing over to the side and just wait until the block is built, then put it all back together. I'm not really sure. I haven't made up my mind yet. I really want to keep it drivable. Really didn't want to have to pull the engine, but rather be safe than sorry and have it built to handle boost and be safe and reliable. I think instead of breaking this apart just yet, I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this thrown back together, just the upper control arms and the suspension put back on it, throw the wheels back on it so I can roll it out of here. Then probably later tonight, go ahead and separate this. Alright, we got this block on the engine stand finally. Started taking a little bit of stuff apart, just looking over things. Keep in mind guys, and I think this makes this block kind of cool, this has already had 6 pounds go through it of boost, and it has a ton of miles already. All of the journals, they look good, pretty much where the crankshaft rides. But yeah guys, as for this block, she's going to be on this stand for a while. And if y'all like videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button, follow along, see how this ends up turning out. Hopefully she's going to make some killer boosts one day. But something else guys, yeah, I done went ahead and put another swap back into this car. I couldn't just let it sit, so we're making boost, still dialing in this a little bit, but she's making boost again. And if anyone on here wants to see how I ended up boosting this motor to begin with, there's videos on the channel. Plus, I'm building the XO Civic, and I've got a few more Civics that are about to be going under the knife just like these. So, y'all definitely stay tuned. I'm gonna have videos on this coming out soon, where I'll put this swap in, getting it dialed in all the way. But I think that's gonna do it for this video guys. I'll see y'all in the next one.